What do? I write poems that are made for reading. Poems you hold hands with and squeeze gently, kiss with thoughtful words that you trail with your pointer finger, lightly brushing each page with a thoughtful sigh. Delicate poems that require gloves, elegant poems that wave and bow, territorial poems that take up space on the page and in your mouth, big wordy poems that bark and point, pretty petite poems that wear 3 lines and only date basketball players. Hardly there, naked and bare, caressed only by the eyes that sweetly pause at each line break. I write poems that are curvy. Big bone poems that wear caftans and flowy gowns and jump off the page and into your throat. Wailing poems. You hear them. You feel them. Poems that are mama poems to baby poems that are getting older. Poems that can't be protected anymore, that are out in the world finding their place. I write poems that have gray hairs and wear glasses and speak gallantly. Poems that will smile sweetly while cussing you the fuck out. I write poems that are made for eating. When you are ravenous for information that you want me to read to you, perform for you, shout at you. Poems for those of you who get your news from your TikTok feed. Want a poem in 60 seconds or less? A snack? I write poems that are meals. When your stomach rumbles and grumbles and sneers at strangers because the government lies to it, withholds information. I write poems that are the truth.
Talk about it.
Salty poems that may be bad for your blood pressure, but those poems nourish something deep, or not. I write poems that may be too much. Tossed to loose teeth, not ready to tear the flesh off the thickness, swallow the longness of each open-ended verse. Poems that bruise new ears who flinch at the reminder to remember who you are. Cannot muster the easy summoning of joy to each angle of their arms. Cannot chew my crunchy poems, preferring theirs with soup. I grow bushy poems in my mother's garden and plant them in my plays, my films, and songs, and I keep the seeds. I write poems with seeds and roots and thorns, poems that fly flags for Palestine and condemn offices that are oval and rancid.
Let's go.
Poems that whisper Africa's name over and over and over again until she has no choice but to come find me and bring me home. I write clumsy poems, poems that drop accidentally, that fall